This is a rough puff pastry, which is a cheap version really of puff pastry. This will be used to make some sausage rolls, and I'll make it a double batch. In there we'll have 450 grams of plain flour, we'll have a teaspoon of salt, and we have 200 grams of butter that's been cubed and put in the freezer. We mix that together. The art to this is work it as little as possible. Once it's combined together, we're going to use ice cold water to make a dough. This pastry needs to work it as little as possible. Don't go for breadcrumbs, don't mix the butter in until it's breadcrumbs. Just have it combined. I'm just breaking them down because they're quite big chunks. Keep adding that cold water until you've got a stiff dough. I've turned the pastry out onto a floured surface and just brought it together. The trick with this pastry to keep it nice and flaky is to work it as little as possible. You can still see the chunks of butter in the pastry. I've worked it as little as possible. So now it'll get wrapped and it'll get put in the fridge to rest for 20 minutes. Okay, the pastry's been resting. Time to open it up, put some flour down, and the rolling begins. This one I'm kind of making, that's my version, it's a bit of a hybrid between rough puff and puff pastry itself. For the first turn, I'm going to put a layer of butter in, just to add some extra flakiness. You can see all that lovely butter in the pastry. Okay, we're ready for our layer of butter. Sprinkle it all over. And then we fold. We fold it into thirds. So bring that in to the middle. And then that into the middle. Put some more flour down. Stuck a little bit. And then we do a quarter turn and we roll again. There we go, we're just about ready for the next fold. After this fold, it goes back in the fridge just to settle. We don't want any gluten forming in this pastry getting tough. Okay, back in the cling film and back in the fridge. We're back out and I repeat the roll and fold another 2 or 3 times depending. And then it's back into the fridge and it's ready to be used. You can see through there all the different layers of butter, which makes some beautiful pastry.